How to take correct measurements. Many customers ask us how to measure themselves correctly before placing a made-to-measure order for a dry suit or a thermal jumpsuit. This seemingly simple task, if done incorrectly, can lead to a lot of problems. The dry suit will be too wide or too narrow in various places. It's important to take the measurements in thermal or any other type of underwear. In either case, do not take loose measurements. All measurements must be accurate. Starting from the top, measure the head like this so we can choose the right hood. Then, moving down, measure the neck just above the t-shirt neckline. What we need from our customers are measurements taken at the widest point. For example, measure the bicep at its widest point. Likewise, when measuring the forearm. Unlike other measurements, those of women's waists have to be taken at the smallest point. The height of the waist varies among women, and it is crucial for us to know exactly where it lies. In some women, it's closer to the bust, and in others, it's closer to the hips. Take women's bust measurements at the fullest point. The distance from the shoulder to the bust is very important, and we have to have it. The waistline in men is not the belt measurement. This diver is not a good example because he has no belly. Yet some men have larger bellies, and we need the measurement of the fullest point. Remember, the waist is not at the pants belt line, but at the fullest point of the belly. Two measurements can pose problems with made-to-measure jumpsuits. The first is the trunk, which I will now demonstrate how to measure. Begin measuring at the first protruding vertebrae at the top of the spine. The easiest way to find this spot is to visualize the upper edge of a t-shirt where it hits the neck. From here, measure down the back, under the crotch, and up the front of the trunk to the soft spot at the top of the breastbone, or the Adam's apple in men. In this diver, this comes to 162 centimeters. This measurement must be taken very carefully because it differs widely depending on trunk length and height. The second measurement that can potentially cause problems is that of the inner leg length, or inseam. This measurement is taken from the crotch seam to the floor, and it is measured without shoes. Normally, this measurement is about 80 centimeters, plus or minus 5 centimeters. Another very important measurement is arm length, which can be measured in two ways. One is the outside arm length, which is measured from the middle of the neck to the wrist. The second is the inner arm length, which is measured from the armpit to the wrist. Returning to measurements from the top, shoulder width is also very important to allow us to fit the jumpsuit properly. Two chest measurements are required, one after inhaling and one after exhaling. The difference between the two is usually 2 to 3 centimeters. Next, measure the hips at the fullest point. But measure the thighs about 5 centimeters down from the crotch. Be sure to measure the calves at the fullest point. Be accurate, because both jumpsuits and dry suits have minimal reserves at this site, and any error, even of plus or minus 2 centimeters, can mean the calf will not fit ideally.